Carbon taxes. Let's talk about carbon taxes. You understand this bullshit hoax of climate change caused by humans, which is all a lie. If you know anything about geology, you'll know that we're going into a cooling phase. Real science based on studies, not on surveys passed out to people who get their checks from the government. Those are the ones that Obama likes to cite. But I'm talking about real science here. Shows that we're in the 6th ice age. That means that all the ice on Earth has completely vanished at least 5 times before and reformed. Well, the dinosaurs weren't working around with SUVs, so what's that tell you? That tells you that for them to say that the ice freezing, melting, doing anything else is completely caused by carbon is absolute bullshit. Okay, now, if you don't believe that, just do a little research. Don't believe what these people are telling you. Now I'm going to tell you why. Because Bill Gates today came out and said that socialism is the only way the world can work, and he is one of the biggest pushers of this fake science and carbon taxes. Why is that? The way it's going to work is that we're going to have to pay a fee for every time we use carbon. To every time we cook, to your power bills will necessarily triple at least. They've already tripled in Canada where they've gone away from using carbon. Crazy, huh? Who's that going to hurt? Who's it going to hurt? It's going to hurt the poor. It's not only going to hurt the poor, it's going to enslave the poor, and that's exactly what it's meant to do. Poor people who have a $300 power bill now aren't going to be able to pay a $1,000 power bill. So what are you going to do? You're going to freeze to death? No, you're going to be a slave. That's what you're going to do. You're going to be a slave. And for those of you who fall for this garbage, you are making the poor people of the world, the people that the left so often claims to care about, you're making them slaves, or you're going to freeze a lot of old people to death. That's what you're going to do. And it's going to be on your head unless you wake up and start to speak out. Ask for proof. Ask for studies. Ask them about their computer models, none of which have ever been even close to correct. You think they can just give us one time, they'd be lucky, right? I mean, there's been hundreds of times they've guessed at what the temperature is going to do based on so much carbon use. They've never even come close. You remember now Al Gore told us that by 2015 there wouldn't be any more snow. Yeah, I think it snowed a little bit last year. People, it's time to wake up and realize who these people are and what they want. It's not about the right and the left. I am a conservative. That means I believe in the Constitution. The reason I believe in the Constitution is because those people understood what tyranny was like. They understood what it was like to live as a serf and as a slave, and they wrote the Constitution to stop those type of monsters. And if you don't want to be a slave in the future, you need to learn about the Constitution and about what tyrannical rule was all about. It wasn't good unless you were one of the special people like Hillary Clinton, who doesn't have to follow laws, who doesn't have to pay taxes, who can have a charity that gives hundreds of millions of dollars, and then she can use it to ride around the country in her private jets while she preaches to you about climate change. Wake up, people. Speak out. Don't be afraid. It's what they want. Join us. Speak out together. If we join together, they can't stop us. It's the only chance we have. Sic Semper Tyrannis. Godspeed. Fight the good fight.